Hello, online crew. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the big globe of the world and whatever you are doing. So welcome to today's live where I'm going to share with you some tips on how to skyrocket your organic reach, which is really, really important for you in your world of social media and building a business online. Even if you're doing Facebook advertising to boost some things or actually put some ads out there, we still want to maximize our organic reach. There's no doubt about that. So there's little things that work better than others on our business pages. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. And I do want to reiterate this information that I'm sharing with you today is not mine, but I absolutely 100% agree with all the information that I'm about to share with you. And it's from a Facebook marketing expert. Her name is Murray Smith. And these were her recommendations. And I absolutely 100% agree with everything she said. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. So please know it's not just me and my opinion. This is from a Facebook marketing expert that is recommending these things. I'll share those tips with you in a moment. So if you are here with me live, thank you for the change of time. If you've made it live, maybe you didn't know, but it's Saturday morning in my part of the world and we've already done the kids' tennis. And where I was, there's I guess you call it a dead pocket of internet, and I can't get internet out there. So I've done the tennis and I've come back just in time to be live with you guys. So thank you for showing up, even though it is a change of time. One of my sons, Ollie, won really well, and the other one, Zach, didn't win so well, and he's all upset. And he's not a bad sportsman. He just gets really disappointed in himself when he loses. But as you're coming in, please say hello. Show us the palm tree. That's our adopted mascot for our community here. If you're in my free Facebook group, which is called Social Media Strategies for Home Business Owners, put the little fish emoji down below. And those of you that are all my online crew leaders, where are you from my private coaching community? Put the cruise ship down below. And those of you that are life members, you can put the anchor down below. You're anchored in. One day, guys. One day we're getting on this thing and we're all meeting up and I'm drinking margaritas. I don't know what you guys are drinking. Let me know what your poison of choice is. Mine is definitely margaritas. Love a good, it has to be real though. You know how you go some places and they use syrups and yucky stuff that's not real? Like just the real stuff is the best stuff. So who have we got on live? Gloria is here. How are you, Gloria? Good to see you on. Hello, Karen. Good morning in your part of the world. It would be good night for some of you. Hello, Olive. We've got Glenn on today. How are you? Thank you for saying hello to Henry. Henry's my little mate here, my little messenger bot. He's not plugged in today. Giving him a day off. Hello, Jan. How are you? New to our online crew coaching community. So welcome, Jan. Hello. High five, Mike. We've got Monica. Oops, where did Monica go? Hello, Monica. Good to see you on. We got Peter on. How are you, Peter? Maribel. We've got Vive. We've got Gagan. We've got all these good-looking people. Look at them all. We've got Edith. Edith's just upgraded to a life member in the coaching community, so congratulations to you. We're from Lismore. Welcome from Lismore. Watermelon margaritas. I just like the classic lemon, lime margaritas. Beautiful. Hello, Jen. How are you? Gabor's in the house. How are you? Also new to our coaching community, so welcome, Gabor. We've got the emojis going on. Peter's in our coaching community as well. We got Jackie. Jackie's gone the beer, I think, from those emojis. You're going to have a few beers. That's your choice, is it? Hey, I think it's Yogini from Dublin. Welcome, welcome. You've got Leilani. I'm speaking to you in a couple of days, I think. I've done my shabam. Oh, it's like your Zimbabwe. And offer an hour to Saturday basketball. Yeah, it's all going on the weekend, isn't it? Give me a mojito. I do like a good mojito too. So I'm with you, Tyra, on that one. That'd be my second choice. I also do like a gin and tonic, and I don't mind the Captain Morgan's and dry as well. So don't get me wrong, guys. I don't drink that often, but I tell you what, if I'm going on a cruise ship, I will be. Absolutely. So happy I took the plunge. I'm so glad you did too, Edith. It was awesome. And another life member to our coaching community. I've got to get this right. It's Mubayeta, I think. So I hope I did that justice. So welcome, guys. For those of you that are new to our community here, my name is Helen Martin. Sort of a giveaway because it's written sort of right there, but I'm your online crew captain. So I'm here at service to everybody in this community here. And what we do here is try to leverage social media with modern online strategies to build our business. So we don't want to convince anybody to go into business with us. We really truly want to attract people to us online. So depending what we do, how we position ourselves online, the activities we do and don't do is going to have a huge effect as to whether you're successful with that. So we try to give you tips and strategies and things to help you be successful online. So at the beginning of the week, I go live 5 times a week at the same time. Next week's going to be different though because I'm traveling. And I start with something to do with personal development, personal growth. And at the end of the week like this, it's normally called social media tip of the week, but I've got lots of tips today, not just one tip, and I forgot to put it in the title, but it's normally social media tip of the week, but it's more than one tip today. So I hope you get some value out of today's content. I do just a couple of shout outs and reminders for those in different places in my communities. Welcome Sheila Williams to the coaching community. We've got Delilah Della Victoria in the coaching community as well since my announcements yesterday. Edith, as I mentioned, upgrade to a life member, and so did Janet Cannon. So congratulations, Janet, as well for upgrading to a life member. Now, just a reminder to you guys, those of you that were in the previous video challenge that, just recently finished, I am interviewing Matt next week before I go away. So that'll be either Monday night, US, Canada type time frames, or Tuesday morning, Australia, early hours of sort of UK. So make sure you stick around for that. The next video challenge is November 26th to December 9th. It's not open yet, guys. I just need to find some time in the next 2 days to take all the videos out, rebrand it for the 14-day one, and then I'll blast it everywhere. So on my business page here, I'm also live streaming in my free group as well. I'll put it everywhere and in the video challenge group that the group is open again, and you can get your friends in and whoever wants to, participate in that 14-day challenge just in the next couple of days. Okay, so that's where that's at. Those of you that were life members prior to the end of the video challenge and finished the video challenge, I've got a special live Zoom call for you guys next Monday night or Tuesday morning, depending on where you are around the world, but you need to message me for the link. So your names were on the list that went in the video challenge group as to whether you were eligible or not. So if you were a life member before the previous video challenge finished and you finished it, then you're eligible for that call. And for every one of you in my online crew coaching community, it'll be Monday the 25th of November at nighttime or Tuesday morning 26th. That's when I'm doing a live Zoom call for all of you. So if you want some free coaching from me about anything that's going on in your business, that call is for you. There'll be reminders that go up in the group, okay? All right, I think that's all the reminders. So let's get into the content. Who else has just jumped on though? So we've got Gabor's from Toronto. Oh, Susan's going Chardonnay. Chardonnay gives me headaches. There's something in the fermentation process of Chardonnay and red wine that's not in Sauvignon Blanc or Riesling. So there you go. You're learning a little bit more about me. Hey, Cecilia, how are you? Local Aussie. Well, I'm not in Sydney, but I am in Australia. So lovely to see you on. We had snow yesterday. You're not ready for snow yet, are you? It's still only, what month are we in? Just November. So isn't it a little bit early for snow, guys? Texas near Dallas. I'm coming to Austin next week. That would be kind of nearby, wouldn't it be, Monica? I think, if I've got my geography right. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Anna. How are you? We got Pamela from Thailand. Beautiful. If anyone's appearing like that, you've said hello to me like that, but it comes up Facebook user, it means you're watching from my free group and you need to give StreamYard permission for me to see who you are. So just in the description of this video, there's a little link that says I'm live streaming from StreamYard. You need to give permission. So that's how we do that, okay? So how do we skyrocket your organic reach on Facebook, okay? So these are things that you want to be aware of. Hopefully you're doing some of these things anyway, but some of these things you may not be aware of. So hopefully you get some value about what I'm about to share with you. So the latest stats, and this is a little bit disturbing, the latest stats on average organic reach is about 1 to 6% of that you get from Facebook organically. Now, I've always been working on about 8 to 10%, and depending who I listen to, the gurus that are Facebook experts, it does seem that there is a little bit of discrepancy in the percentage that they're saying. So another guru that I learned from, he still says 8 to 10%, but this particular Facebook marketing expert said 1 to 6% is all we get in organic reach. So what you want to concentrate on is, I'm going to give you some tips here, and what her tips were to increase that organic reach. So we want to be doing the right things to entice the algorithm to send your material out to more people, and definitely not hurt it. Okay, so that's what she was saying. Sort of statistically, organic reach is only about 1 to 6%. Now, this is where a lot of you get caught up in a business page versus a personal profile and go, well, I know I don't get any interaction on my business page anyway, or in my group or anything like that, but I get heaps on my personal profile, so I'll just stay over there. So short term, that's okay, guys, but not long term with business on social media. It's actually offensive against Facebook policies now to push a business on a personal profile. So some of you may know that, but some of you may not. So you can't push a business or a business opportunity on a personal profile. It actually offends against Facebook policies. So that they're going to get stricter and stricter with that as we go on. So your page might not be getting shut down, which it could be, but your organic reach is nothing. Your post won't be sent to anywhere because Facebook's scanning them in the background. They've got bots that are scanning for words, and when you do live videos, they're scanning your voice recognition and words from that. And if you say things like business opportunity or anything to do with pushing business, then your organic reach just gets shot. So you may not actually realize how much you're hurting yourself on your personal profile if you're pushing your business. So that's why we do need to move to a business page, and you want to do it now, and you want to learn all this stuff that I talk about all the time now, because when everyone else catches up in 2 or 3 years' time and starts building business pages, it's going to be noisier and even more crowded than it already is on social media. Okay, so you need to be building now. You need to be building fans and followers now. You need to be learning about organic reach and the algorithm and branding and content creation, engagement and interaction and all that kind of stuff now, so you can start positioning yourself and be ahead of the game before everybody else that catches up on what's going on here in social media, and they start building business pages, and it's even more and more and more crowded, and we're all competing with the one news feed, guys. So at the moment, it's about 3,000 pieces of content a day, and Facebook works out about 300 of those to put in front of your newsfeed, my newsfeed, whatever. So in time to come, that could be 5,000 or 10,000 pieces of content that Facebook has still got to work out which 300 they put in front of you. So, it all revolves around interaction and engagement, and you'll only see, and people will only see your stuff if they engage and interact in it. So it's going to get busier. So you guys really want to build on this now and do all the right activities now. Okay, we making sense here? You're following along so far? Let me know down there. So that was just an overarching thing to be aware of, is definitely it's less than 10% of organic reach that you get like off a business page. So what we're striving for, so here's the tips. How many have I got? I've got 5 for them. And then at the end, I'll just share some things that you really don't want to do. So I'll share with you 5 tips that you want to concentrate on, which was shared by this marketing expert. And then I'll share 3 things at the end that you absolutely definitely want to stay away from if you can. Okay. So number 1, not new. I say this all the time. This is not going to surprise you. We're going for more engagement, creating sense of community and connecting with people. So that will definitely help your organic reach. When you're getting more engagement, you're getting connections with people and you're creating a sense of community. Facebook said a few months ago, it's all about creating a sense of community. It's about people engaging with people and building relationships, not a numbers game. Who cares how many likes you've got on your page or fans or followers? Who cares how many people like your post or how many views you've got on your Facebook Live? If there's no interaction and engagement, it doesn't mean anything. It's not going to help your organic reach. So it's not a numbers game. I shared the value of that with you last week or the week before with things that I've just achieved lately, and I really shouldn't have. If I compare myself to other people online and the amount of people that follow them versus follow me, and the size of their email list versus the size of my list and what I've been able to achieve, I shouldn't have been in the ballpark if you look at numbers. And yet I did amazing, amazing, amazing things. And it just blows me away. How did I achieve that against those people? Because it's not a numbers game. It's about interaction, engagement, and creating a sense of community. So you really, really got to strive for that to help your organic reach. Now, some of you might be saying, I'm trying, but I don't get any. Like, nobody's commenting, and I keep putting posts out, but it's dead and whatever. You need to look in the mirror. How have you branded yourself? What content are you bringing? Do you even understand your target market? Do you know what your target market is? And do you understand the pains and struggles of the target market, like I spoke about yesterday? Okay, so all that is questions that you need to ask for yourself. So if you missed yesterday's live, go back and watch that one as well. So with this, more engagement, community, and connection, she gave a few examples of what are the best pieces of content to trigger that. Okay, so this was her suggestions. Video, so pre-recorded video. Okay, so just video in general was one. And so these are in no particular order. Facebook Live video. So it doesn't always have to be Facebook Live, although you get more reach out of a Facebook Live. So if you want maximum organic reach, do a Facebook Live, but you can do pre-recorded videos if you want to, and you can do really cool pre-recorded videos. Those of you in my coaching community, watch the recordings of part 1 of the visual content bootcamp that I did last month, and I showed you on screen how to build a really cool little video with music and stuff and like that through an app on your phone. You can put it together in like 5 or 10 minutes. So yeah, go and check that out, guys. Those kind of things, like the visually appealing things. Okay, so video, Facebook Live, watch parties. Embracing watch parties. Those of you in my recent 21-day video challenge now know how to do a watch party, because I showed you how to do that, and you did that in the video challenge. So embracing watch parties a bit more than maybe what you already have. And asking questions was the 4th piece of content she recommended. So just nothing fancy. You know how you just on your phone, you do the background color? Like it could just be hot pink or, you know, a cool background or something. You just ask a question. So ask a question of your fans and followers, and it may not have to be business related. You might just ask a general question, and that encourages interaction and engagement. So, and if you want to know some information about what your community wants, ask them a question. So just engaging, like asking people what they want and what they want to learn and all those kind of things, okay? So asking questions. So her 4 pieces of advice to get more engagement, interaction, and those kind of things: video, live video, watch parties, and asking questions, okay? So there's some little tips for you. So that was number 1. It's all about engagement and interaction. Jackie, what are you asking there? How about we push business on go live on our business? How about we push business on a go live on our business page? Business page is a business page. So you can do what you want on a business page, but you don't want to push your business on a business page. You want to lead with value and attract people to you. So there's a strategy around how you do it, but you can push business on a business page because it's a business page. So yes, you can do it, but how you strategize around that, like you don't ever want to push. You want to draw people in. You want to attract them to you by leading with value and teach people things on whatever your target market needs. Okay, so there's a little bit more to it than that, but a business page is a business page, and that's what it's for. So they want people off personal profiles and creating business pages because that's what it's for. For business. It's called a business page. Okay. Number 2, she said post less content. She even said post once a day and test it. So I've always said and been led to believe post 2 to 3 times a day. So there's content going up, but it really depends what you're posting. It depends whether it's valuable or it's crap or it's meaningful or anything like that. But she's saying test out posting once a day, which is a huge shift. But I've already spoken about just recently how over posting does not help your organic reach. I only spoke, was it yesterday, sometime this week, about don't overdo your Facebook Lives. Like, don't go live every single day if you don't have the community to justify going live every day, because you're going to burn out. Maybe you only go live 2 or 3 times a week, but not 5 or 7 times a week. Like some people think, I've got to go live, I've got to go live. Yes, you do. But if you've only got a couple of hundred people on your business page and you know that you're going to get less than 10% organic reach out of the people on your business page, your video has been sent to 10 or 20 people. So you're providing a value, and you just burn out. So post less content was basically her recommendation there. So try 1 to 2 posts a day, not 3. I mean, you shouldn't be doing any more than 3 anyway. But test it and evaluate it for yourself. There's no real rocket science like right or wrong with any of this. You need to test things out for yourself because you have different audiences, different target markets, different content that you're creating. So there's no one rule fits all. You need to take advice like this, test it out, and see what happens. And maybe it'll work for you that you get more organic reach if you only post hey guys, you want to come say hello? Yep. Boys just came back from tennis. We took separate cars. I came in earlier. No, I'm going to cricket, so I'm going to lose my train of thought. I'll get back to it in a minute. Just come on, come say hello. So here's Zach.
Hi.
Did we win tennis today?
The team did, but I didn't.
Yeah, so the team won.
Yeah.
That's cool. Ollie, you want to come in and say hello? Here's my boys, guys. There's
Hello.
Ollie. He's got his little beanie on. Did you win today?
Yes.
And did you play really well today?
I reckon.
Yes, you did. You absolutely did. Okay, nice to say hello, boys, but I've got to finish my life.
Okay, let's go downstairs.
Yeah, as long as you're ready to go
Yeah.
to town shortly. Have you changed? You can change your clothes and that.
We've got jeans out.
Sorry, guys. Okay, all right. All right, I'll see you guys in a minute. We're going out soon, so just organising my family while I'm on live to you. Sorry, guys. So posting less content, okay? Number 3. This was an interesting one, I thought, and this may be something that you don't know. Oh, everyone's saying hello, boys.
Hello.
Hi.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'll pass your messages on after. So thanks for saying hello to the boys, guys. So, yeah, this was an interesting one. And I'm going to share something with you that you may not know. And what she was saying is drive traffic to your posts. So that might not be an uncommon thing that you've heard. Like, yeah, drive traffic to your posts. But what does she mean by that? So any post you do, guys, if you look at your post after the fact, every post has got like a date and time stamp. They call it a date and time stamp. So there'll be the date and the time. That's a clickable link. Now, when you click on that and you look up the top, so on a computer, guys, look up the top in the URL link. That's your post ID for that post. So the date and time stamp, if you go back to a post, look at it. It'll say, posted on November, whatever time. Click on it, look up in the URL at the top, and all those numbers, that's your post ID for that particular post, okay? So like a Facebook Live, you can just, copy the link, or if you're on a computer, you just right click on it and it comes up with the link. But, quotes or things like that, if you click on that time and date stamp, and look at the URL, that's your post ID. So what she was saying is grab the post ID of something that you really want to get more eyeballs on and share it in other places and draw people back to your content. So her words would drive traffic to your post. So if there's something that you really want to get more reach out of, but still for free, drive people to it by clicking on that date and time stamp, grab the URL and put it in different places, or maybe a group, or, Messenger, or if you've got a messenger bot, or if you do email marketing, or maybe on your personal profile to drive people back to your business page, depending what the content is, that kind of thing. So driving free traffic back to your own post. When you get more engagement and interaction, then the algorithm is at play and it's like, oh, this is a popular piece of content. I'll send it out to more people. When you've got a piece of content and nothing's happening with it, then there's no incentive for the algorithm to be at play to send it out to more people. So you can encourage the algorithm and encourage more organic reach from Facebook by driving more traffic of your own to your post as well, and then you'll get more out of it. So do you follow along with that, guys? Does that make sense? Just let me know if that makes sense, okay? So that was number 3, driving traffic to your own post by using your own URL and putting it in different places. So good strategy, I thought, if you know where to, repurpose it. So maybe it's something on your business page that's not full on pushy about business. You could share that link, or share, and you can just click the share button as well, guys. So there's different ways of doing it, to multiple places to drive people back to the original source. Okay. So that was number 3. Number 4, some of you have embraced this. Some of you will be scared of this. Some of you it will, but you won't be ready for it. And that's definitely integrating messenger bots. So if you want to get more organic reach out of your posts and you plug in a messenger bot and you do things like, you might have seen me done in the past. It only works on your business page, not in groups though, is, pop the word, maybe book, like that when I was, promoting the magnetic sponsoring book, pop the word book down below, and then Henry would go to play for me and just automatically send you a message in Messenger. Facebook wants everybody in Messenger. They want you off your business pages and connecting with people personally in Messenger. So anything that you can drive to encourage people to go to your Messenger is going to give you more organic reach. Facebook's huge on that. So if you can learn about messenger bots or just plugging in a basic bot, it is a good thing to learn. Now, those of you in my coaching community, I have a messenger bot for beginners bootcamp. So go through that bootcamp and I go from starting, creating your account to actually plugging in a bot to your Facebook lives and your posts and stuff like that. So I've got all that training for you already in the coaching community. So any of you that want to learn about bots, you can go and watch that bootcamp. That training's already there. Okay. Now the 5th one, and this might seem really weird when we're talking about organic reach. So I'll explain it in a second. But what she was saying is allocate an ad budget to your best performing posts. So I know that sounds weird because we're talking about free strategies, organic strategies, and then she's saying have an ad budget. So I'll answer that in just a sec. There's just a question here I want to pick up that I saw from Michael. Could that relate to putting up I'm going live in an hour post? So I spoke about this the other day on my live. You don't want posts too close together like that. So you don't want I'm going live in an hour or I'm going live in 15 minutes because you've got 2 posts competing with each other. So when you go live, now your live is competing with the actual post that said I'm going live. So if you want to do something like that, do it a few hours apart. Don't do it an hour apart. Like a minimum you guys should have in between posts would be an hour and a half, minimum. You don't want a couple of pieces of content close together like that. So I get that you might want to promote your lives and you do it through a post, like just putting up a post, I'm going live, but just make it a little bit longer, Michael. So make it like maybe 2 hours. I'm going live in 2 hours. Then your post isn't competing with your actual live as much. You'll notice that sometimes, well, I did it strategically because of the change of time, but I put up my post for this live 12 hours ago. And I did that because I wanted as many people to see it as I could because the time was different. I'm an hour later than what my time is. So I wanted more organic reach because I wanted to warn more people. So I put it up 12 hours in advance. So just remember that you don't want any less than about an hour and a half. So stretch it out a little bit longer. So let's go back to the ad budget. So what she was saying about allocate an ad budget to your best performing content is some of you will be scared of this. Some of you would have done it before and it wouldn't have worked. But you know the little boost button? And Facebook plays games with this because it puts a little message in your notification saying, this post is performing so much better than every other post, you should boost it. And then people go, oh, this post is doing really well, I should boost it. And you press boost and you put money behind it and nothing really happened with it because you didn't put the targeting right in the boosted posts. But what she's saying is you don't really need a huge ad budget, but if you've got a post you really want to get out or a post that's been popular and you want to maximize the exposure for it, if you just put $1 or $2 behind it and boost it, or if you know anything about, ads manager, just turn it into a little engagement ad for, a couple of dollars or run it for a few days for $5 or something like that, then what you're putting behind it will also encourage Facebook to give it more organic reach on top of that. So it's definitely not, if you're not into Facebook advertising, it's not a biggie, but you can push something out for just a handful of dollars and get more reach out of it. And then when people start interaction and engagement, it will naturally get more organic reach as well as what you've, a few dollars that you've paid to push it out. So my warning around boosted posts is don't do them unless you've learned how to do them properly. Because most people just boost the posts and they've missed all the targeting options in the background, and it's just going to anybody and everybody, and you won't get the results from that. So it has to be highly targeted. And how you do that is the back end of the boosted post, when you know what options to look for. So I've got training about that in my coaching community. So those of you that want to know more about boosted posts, you don't need to be scared of boosted posts. Just don't do them if you don't know what you're doing. Just learn how to do them properly, and then do them. So yeah, sometimes just giving, you might have an ad budget of $10 a week or something like that. But if you can have an ad budget to help promote, and this is separate to Facebook ads, guys, for those of you that are doing Facebook ads, just have a strategy behind, and if you can, a few dollars towards a handful of posts that you want to get wider reach on. Okay, so I thought that was an interesting one as well. So that was the 5th one. Now, a couple of things that she mentioned that absolutely zap your organic reach. Hang on, I've got a couple of questions here. How do you get the interested button that they can click on your post? So you need to schedule it in advance via either Facebook or StreamYard. So you need to set it up properly. I think what Michael was talking about was just a written post. But if you want the interested or the reminder button, you actually have to schedule it from Facebook's scheduling tool, or schedule it in advance through something like StreamYard like I do. So you have to do that through the software to get that sort of activated. And would that help with the organic reach? I'm catching up with your question way after than you've written it, Michael. So hopefully I've answered by just keeping on talking. Hopefully I've answered what you're asking, okay? Merker, I've wasted so much on boosting. Yeah, so it can actually, and people go, don't boost posts, it's a waste of time. It's not a waste of time if you know what you're doing. So just make sure you know what you're doing and you've got the training behind it, that you know what you're doing. Okay, so things that you really don't want to do, and I've tested this out, and I've openly told you guys I'm doing something I know I shouldn't be doing, and that's when I've got links. And I think I've got a link up there today, because all the recordings are up in my coaching community for the visual boot camp and all the other boot camps that you can get in. So I've got a link up there, and I know I'm risking my organic reach being down because I've got a link in my description. So if you are new to building on social media, I say to you guys, don't do it. Don't risk it. My organic reach is not that bad, and I get pretty good engagement. So I'm risking it because I'm testing. So I'm testing my lives without links, and I'm testing my live with links and seeing what a difference it makes for me and my business. I wouldn't encourage you to do that testing when you've got a pretty new business page and you don't have a large following yet. Okay, so just don't put links in, in your posts, in the descriptions. Like those of you that are even putting a link to a website, don't do it. You're limiting your organic reach. Okay, put it in the comments below. Facebook is even smart enough that they know when you put it in the first comment. So you just hope that somebody else has commented, so at least your link can be the second comment or the third comment. You don't want it to be the first comment, because they know there's an external link in your first comment. It's just a way around you putting the link in the actual post or the description of your video. Okay, so you don't want external links, especially if you're new. Even something like a link to a YouTube clip. Facebook is a competitor to YouTube. It's one of the things it doesn't own, Facebook. So they're massive competitors. So it doesn't like you sharing YouTube clips. I think they have a place when there's something inspirational. Like every now and again, I'll share something that's really captured my attention, and it came from YouTube. I will share it. And people are just drawn to the actual content. But Facebook will limit your organic reach. If you slam your newsfeed with external links, to YouTube, you're really destroying your page. So just be very, very careful with external links. The other one, I've talked about this a lot, is avoiding engagement baiting. So using words like, so these are the things you don't want to say. So I'm killing my own video right now, but for teaching moment, it's important that I guess I tell you what it is. So words like comment below. you'll notice I'll say something like, let me know down there. That's my alternative way of saying comment down below where you're coming in from. Or, comment, put the word replay down below. You're killing your organic reach if you say that. Okay. So we don't want to use words that what Facebook considers baiting people to take an action. So click like, share this video, comment down below. You need to just get creative. And if you're wanting interaction and engagement, you say things like, let me know where you're coming in from. That's not like comment down below where you're coming in from. Let me know your thoughts around that. What do you think? Share your thoughts with me down there. Like you just have to think of alternative ways of asking people to comment, like, share are the three big ones. Comment, like, share, and tag. Tag your friends, like the word tag, okay? So we want to stay away from that engagement baiting. That's really going to kill your organic reach, okay? Monica, can you send me the information on your coaching community? Well, actually, it's all sitting on my website. So if I share this with you, helenmartinonline.com, sitting on the front page of my website is 2 pictures. One, get into my coaching community for $1 for a 3-day trial, and the one next to it is the lifetime membership. The lifetime membership is just a one-off fee ever. You never pay anything ever again. So the 2 options are there. So that's where you can go and find that information. Okay. Go to Helen webpage and there is thank you, Merca. Merca's already answered it to you. Thanks for the info, Helen. I really notice when I put a link or a video that is not mine, Facebook does limit. Yeah. So by raising your awareness in these areas, you want to test and evaluate. So if you want to push boundaries, I push boundaries because my organic reach is not that bad. And I like to evaluate whether it's actually hurting me or not. If you've got a really new page and you've only got a few hundred people there or just a few thousand people there, that's still fairly low, and you could be damaging your organic reach. So test it, but it's really important for you to be aware of all this kind of stuff. Okay. The last one she said that which will really damage your organic reach is really being off topic. So what she means by that is everything that I sort of say about branding. So if you're here, there, and everywhere, and you're talking about different stuff all the time on an ongoing basis, don't compare this to the video challenge, because the video challenge, I give them different topics to talk about. It's for a very short space of time. But if you're talking about all sorts of different things all the time and it's really confusing to people, then it will hurt your organic reach because there's no consistency with that, and you're not building the same kind of following or a sense of community because no one really knows what you're about. So it's the whole branding piece and content creation and having content that's congruent with your brand and all those kind of things. Those of you that are still confused with the whole branding piece, you might know that I do my full branding course, and I'm not doing another one for the year. The dates are on my website for January. I'm doing my full branding course, the next one in January. But I do have a branding bootcamp in my coaching community that you can get started with. So it's a mini sort of insight into branding. So those of you in my coaching community, again, you can it's unit 1. It's the very first one because it's that important, branding bootcamp. Okay, so go and watch that for those of you that are still struggling with the branding piece. Okay, Gloria. Oh, wow. So if we ask the viewing audience to replay in our Go Lives, is it a bad thing? It's not a bad thing to ask for it. It's a bad thing on how you ask for it. So it's not, so I might say, if you're catching the replay, let me know. So see how I haven't said, if you're watching the replay, comment down below, replay, if you're watching the replay below. See the difference between the two, Gloria? So one, I'm still asking for the same information, but I'm not using engagement baiting words. So I'm like, if you're here with me on the, or if you catch the replay later, let me know. And just leave it at that. Just don't add on, put or comment the word replay below, because that word comment is then going to be the trigger for engagement baiting. So it's just how you say it. It's not necessarily that we can't. Thank you, Laurie. It's not necessarily that we can't. It's just how you actually frame it and phrase it as words, okay? I mean to say, would that apply to StreamYard link too? Oh, I'm not sure what you're asking now because it's way after the fact. If you're asking, Karen, description, the StreamYard link that's asking for permission for Facebook, that doesn't count, Karen. So that's an automatic thing that comes with StreamYard that Facebook is asking StreamYard to do as a security measure. So that if that's what you're asking, Karen, I'm just making an assumption here, that's different. So the StreamYard link when you're in a group, when you're asking people's permission so I can see you, that's actually in conjunction with Facebook. It's got Facebook's word in with the StreamYard word. So it's not considered an external link, the same that we're talking about. I think that may be what you're asking. I'm not quite sure, Karen. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Diane, is that another thing I need to work on? Call to action. Yep, absolutely. You guys need to be creative with your calls to action and make sure you're not using words like, I'll say it again, comment, like, share. So just think of it in a way, am I asking somebody to take an action directly? Or am I asking, like, I might say to you guys, do you agree with that, guys? Let me know. I'm not asking you I didn't say the word comment. I'm asking for your thoughts. So just think about, am I directly asking people to comment, or am I just, using different words to get the same result? That's all you're doing. You're using different words to get the same result. Okay. Yes, that I was asking. Thank you. I'm glad that we got there in the end. Okay. I've talked way too long on this live. Trying to get my lives shorter. I did good for a while, but I'm certainly not going to apologize for giving you those tips, even if it took me this long to get through them. And, let me know, is that valuable for you, that kind of information? I would think it's very valuable to you, because we don't want to spend all this time and effort on live video and posting on Facebook and all this, time creating content on Facebook for it not to be seen to anybody. So something like organic reach and little things that we can do to help it and not hinder it is definitely something you guys want to learn about. So, if you've got others that you work with, this is really important information. So where I would maybe normally say to you, so share this video, down below and share it with other people. I might say something like, make sure you let others know this information if you think it's going to be relevant to them. So that's a different way of saying it. I've also heard a lot of people, when you're watching the video on a phone, the share button is down on the bottom left. So a lot of people say, make sure you smash that. I don't like that word, but make sure you smash that button on the bottom left-hand side of your screen and let other people know this information. So essentially what they're asking you to do is push the share button. They're just saying it in a different way. Okay. So that's the kind of things that you guys need to think about. Okay. Did we get value? Jen, yes, got value. Lots of value. Lots of new stuff non-stop. You keep us up to date. Thanks so much for keeping us in the loop. That's what I'm here for. No worries, Jackie. Katie, how are you? Absolutely. I need to get there. Very valuable. Vi, very helpful. Lynn, valuable. Peter, valuable. Diane, valuable. Okay, I'll take that as you don't mind that it went a little bit longer because you got value out of it, okay? So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I wish you all a very blessed, happy, awesome weekend. For some of you, it's Friday night. For others like myself, it's already Saturday morning. I'm going mini golfing with my family today, so I'll put some photos up regarding that later. And just a reminder, my first video next week, I'll be interviewing Matt, who's the winner of our last 21-day challenge. Any of you that are sitting on the sidelines going, I know I should do live video, but I really don't know if I can, please listen to Matt. Sometimes I just don't want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to somebody else, and they can share their experience with you. So that would be a really good video to turn up for. And then from Tuesday night or Wednesday, depending where you are, I'm going to be all over the place for the following 9 days. So I'm going to be traveling. I'm going from Australia to Austin. I'll be locked away in a workshop, a full-on Facebook ads workshop. Those of you in my coaching community, I'm doing the Bootcamp in December is going to be all about Facebook ads. It will be beyond some of you and high level, like some of you in the coaching community won't be ready for it, but I've got a boot camp in the coaching community about advertising for beginners. So you want to start with that before I bombard you and share with you everything that I've learnt from, Kurt Malley, who's got his own Facebook ads agency and is a guru on Facebook ads. So I'll share that with you guys in December in the boot camp. That is, I had those dates somewhere. That is either the 10th, 11th, and 12th of December, or the 11th, 12th, 13th, depending where you are around the world. Okay, that's when that boot camp will be. You need to get in the coaching community before then if you want that boot camp. Okay, so yeah, what are you doing watching at 3 a.m. in the morning? Where'd he go? Awesome, looking forward to the. You're watching at 3 a.m. You should be sleeping. But thank you for being, I'm privileged that you're watching here at 3 a.m. in the morning. Okay. So I will catch you next week with Matt on screen, and then stick around with me for the next 9 days after that. I'm going to be in airports. I'm going to be exhausted. I'm going to be learning lots, and I'm going to share it all with you. So I'm just going to go live whenever I go live. So it'll be interesting the next sort of week and a half once I take off. Okay. So yeah, thanks for being here, guys. Truly, truly appreciate you. Have a blessed weekend, and I'll see you next week with Matt on screen. Okay. Bye, guys.